Alright everyone, Godzilla Rex has been added to Jurassic World, the game, as the game has just been updated. It includes Panthera Blytheae, Sah Panthera, Mortem Rex. We're even apparently meant to be getting a Gallimimus Heoric, so that should be exciting. But yeah, there's a ton of new things in this update. Of course, you can't unlock Mortem Rex just yet. It's not properly in the game, but it's been added, in the background, so it'll be released later on, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's very exciting. I'm very excited to get Mortem Rex, as Mortem Rex is a fan favorite on this channel. I remember, all the strats way back when. That's kind of how this channel lifted off, because of Mortem Rex. So very grateful for Mortem Rex. Definitely need to get it in Jurassic World, the game. It has been a boss for a while, but now it's finally a playable boss. So it's got all the Omega 9 animations, which is fun and all. And yeah, we gotta love Mortem Rex, because it's just a Godzilla Rex. I remember concept art of it came out, and they literally used as reference Godzilla's dorsal spines for it, which was kind of obvious in hindsight. But yeah, it's kind of cool that we have a kaiju dinosaur in this franchise. But yeah, there has also been an update with a few changes, some pretty good changes. So we have got heroic shards can be traded in for other resources. So if you've got a lot of spares, like I've got a lot of spare of Triceratops because I maxed out Triceratops, so I've got a ton of spare Triceratops shards. You can trade it in for amber, but at the same time also, is it worth it? Because it requires trade, so like it will take up trade slots, and I'm not sure if I want it to be using those trade slots, so I don't know. But we do also have an incredibly good one that will save you time. If your creature's ferocity is now higher than the opponent's, you can just instantly skip that battle, which is just awesome. It will give you an instant win. Just amazing. Honestly, I can't tell you how much time I would use up trying to get through all those battles, and now I can just do them instantly. It's just incredibly awesome. And yeah, it will make me more willing to do those battles now, because sometimes it's just like, there's just like 10 different battles to do. I can't do them all right now. So now I can, which is awesome. And yeah, Panthera Blytheae, it's very cool that we get to see it. It is a tournament, so I predicted this. Some people said, oh, I'm thinking because Scolosaurus was added, it'll probably just be a normal legendary, but I was right. Nice one. It is a tournament creature. So how will we unlock it? Either a tournament, or they'll probably do one of those things where, it's you unlock the components. You do the 4 stages, the 4 different missions that take roughly 3 weeks to do, just like how we had for Scolosaurus and Coolosuchus. Now we'll probably get one for Panthera Blytheae and Sarcastodon, which is interesting because Sarcastodon fuses into Sah Panthera instead of Amphicyone. But yeah, Panthera Blytheae kind of goes from, basic to, it turns into the JWA Panthera Blytheae at level 40, which is interesting. They've definitely made the level 10 one basic. I do like the colors of this one, but it doesn't entirely seem level 40-ish. It's more just like, yeah, it's the Jurassic World Alive one. I guess it is. It does seem brighter almost. But yeah, I don't know there's too many changes for a level 40, but it's still cool nonetheless. Very grateful that they've added another cat to the game. I would like to see the Camp Cretaceous Season 4 Smilodon, because, we do have Smilodon in this game. We could get a star one, but some people won't be happy with that. I would be though, so we'll have to wait and see. They're clearly still doing cats, so yeah. But yeah, this is Sah Panthera, and I guess Sarcastodon, Sarcastodon, Sah Panthera. It makes sense, and it looks quite different from Jurassic World Alive, actually. They've taken the kind of tusks off of it, which makes sense because those tusks were from Scutophysaeon, which was from Scutosaurus. Obviously, you can't get Scutosaurus in this game, so it makes sense they've removed some features. But yeah, now it's just a bear cat, which I don't think it was in Jurassic World Alive. There was no Arctodus DNA in it, I don't think. It was just, cats and dinosaurs, basically. Because, well, it had marsupial lion DNA in it. It had Amphicyone, which is a dog. And then it had Panthera Blytheae. So it's interesting because what they could have done, right, is they could have made it so they added Pantherator instead, which could have been fused from marsupial line and Panthera Blytheae, and then they could have had it so that Pantherator plus Amphicyone SDNA would make Sah Panthera, but they've decided not going to do that bonus super hybrid, just going to have it as Sah Panthera, which is, it's interesting because, you know, I guess Panthera is quite basic. All it has is like the jaw kind of changed, the Giga Chad jaw, but it is still cool to see this in the game. It's very awesome to get a new Cenozoic. The last one we had was like Hydro Boa, I think, and that's why I was expecting maybe Sah Panthera would be a super hybrid, but at the same time it's also not. It would be interesting though, but maybe they're saving that for another snow, because obviously Hydro Boa was made from Titan Boa, which is a really popular Cenozoic. So will they save the other super hybrid Cenozoics for the popular ones, like Mammotherium, right? It's made of mammoth. Make it into Maolenia would be the Savannah. Hydro Boa is obviously the Cavern. Then all that's left is the snow. Of course, there is a Smilodon hybrid that is snow, the Smythetoceros. Obviously, that is an in Jurassic World Live, so you can't really port a Smythetoceros hybrid over. But if they wanted to, you know, they could import Smilonemes over maybe, and fuse Smythetoceros with Carbonemes SDNA and make a super hybrid of that, the Smilonemes basically. But yeah, here are some battles. So we'll get to see all the animations of all the creatures, and Mortem Rex. We'll even get to see it go up against Omega 9. Luckily, there was footage of that from Gamic World DC, so that's cool. And yeah, obviously I don't promote hacking, don't go do it, but I am just reacting to it. I would never hack the game, but this is out there, so I figured, you know, I may as well look at it, because yeah, I am very excited for these creatures, because once I've gotten Mortem Rex and also that Schoonosaurus hybrid that is meant to be incoming, I should fill up my park completely. Like, I've got one area that's been excavated out, it's ready for Mortem Rex, and I've got one clear spot for Schoonosaurus, and then yeah, my park is full, so it's going to be exciting. And what will happen after that? Will they keep expanding Isla Sorna? There seems to be like 5 more spots at the top for them to expand Isla Sorna, but also, will we run out of spots in Isla Sorna, and will they add St. Hubert? It makes sense, you know, considering that they have got like maps of it in Jurassic World Life for the Isle of Trials and stuff, so they could probably import something like that over. I know there's a lot of hills and stuff, so it would be kind of hard, but still, if they figured something out, I reckon it would be cool to, you know, have Isla Nublar north, Isla Sorna south, and then to the east have St. Hubert, because that's where it is. Even though there's land between that, you could kind of just ignore that for the Jurassic World game. And if you wanted to go all the way with a west location, have Manticorp Island or something, I think that would be cool, to have just 4 islands surrounding the thing. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of that bonus island expansion idea. I think it would be fun. But yeah, there's definitely a ton of things they could do with the game. I know that people definitely want to see D-Rex, and I reckon Mortem Rex, they've added it as a way to like prepare for D-Rex, because they haven't added bosses for a while. So maybe Mortem Rex was, you know, retesting those features to get the bosses ready and make sure that when D-Rex is added, it's added perfectly. And then we can have, I don't know, a Mutadon boss or something that's like a pterosaur. But at the same time, I know people would like to use D-Rex and Mutadon against normal creatures, not just the bosses. So would they find a way to make it so you can use those in both boss battles and normal battles? I think that would be an interesting crossover, you know, because we do have to grind the bosses after all. It would make sense if we were allowed to use them in normal battles, of course with that timer, but in boss battles maybe they don't have the time, which is as it is right now. I feel like I'm yapping a bit, but I don't know, those are just my ideas. I know that I'm sure there's plenty to come. I remember there was like a TikTok ad a while ago of aquatic code 19s. I'm not sure if they're meant to be coming, but I remember the ad showing a Helicopterian escaping, and you know, that would be kind of cool. Could we also get that for Cenozoic creatures? Because it'd be cool to see like a mammoth escaping out into the park. But yeah, that was the Panthera Blytheae, all of its attacks. And I know Sah Panthera is going to be the same, but we may as well show everything, right? And to go the extra mile, we could have shown, you know, the level 10, 20, 30, 40 battle animations, but no. Thankfully, they didn't have that in that video, and it's not really needed. All we need to see is, you know, the 6 attack here, the 2 attack, the 3 to 4 attack, and then, of course, the final one will be the 8 attack to finish off that final Indoraptor. So thankfully, they got all the footage needed, And have a look at that. What an awesome animation. So glad the cats are back. Let's hope for more cats and Cenozoics in the future. Make sure to watch up here for more. And I'll see you later. Bye, everyone.